新州百科的观众朋友们，大家早上好。那我现在身在的地方呢，就是拉曼理工大学。那今天其实在今年年头的时候呢，这个原本是名为拉曼大学学院，现在已经升格为这个拉曼应该是说正式升格为大学之后，那就取名是拉曼理工大学了。那在先前拉曼大学学院的董事会主席廖中莱呢，就是也证实了这个消息之后，将在下个月，也就是10月9日呢，会有一个正式的仪式。那相关的这些详情呢，是还有待宣布的。那待会呢，他们会说的是一些有关这个学校接下来的方向。那拉曼学院呢，是在1969年的时候成立的，那也就是在2013年的时候升格为大学学院。那之后在2020年向高等教育部提呈申请，那要求评估及审核为这个升格为大学的。那我相信呢，就是现在正在看直播的朋友呢，有好一部分呢是学校的校友也可能是学校现在是在读学生。那无论如何呢，也希望大家如果是说在求学期间有什么样的特别的难忘的回忆呢，或者是说有那些好朋友，那都可以在底下跟我们留言互动的，也可以圈出你当年的那些非常要好的同学一起来我们来一起交流的。那另外呢，大家要是对有什么议题或者是说其他的一些课题非常感兴趣的话呢，都可以留言告诉我们，就是我们可以就是斟酌，就是去找如何就是有相关的一些议题或者是一些事情来给大家做解说的。那无论如何呢，现在看起来是即将开始了。那现在就我们再稍等一下。那因为很快就要开始了。
Yeah. Good reference. Yes. Yes. Not the correct translation. No, not the right one. 哇，新州、南洋、中国报，很好。Star. Okay, understand Mandarin? So I have to speak both languages.
Even the kids learning Mandarin now.
The king also has to learn Mandarin. So I will just go bilingual, English and Mandarin. For those Chinese newspaper, so I think they also understand English better. So 我可以用双语吧。好。Okay, 谢谢我们的高级朋友 Thanks for attending this press interview. Today, TARUC would like to share our joy and fruits of upgrading to TARUC. So we are very happy to talk to you all so that you can relate this good news to all the people in Malaysia. So we were set up in 1969 as a college. And today, we managed to upgrade this college to a full-fledged university, TAR University of Management and Technology. So this is a historical moment for us that we make this announcement as well as the launching of this university by Duli Amamulia Yalipotonago. We are very happy and very proud that Agong has consented to our invitation to officiate this university on 9th of November 2022 in the morning. So we hope to share this proud moment with all Malaysians to witness the setting up of TAR University of Management and Technology, TAR UMT in short. OK， 今天感谢大家的到来。拉曼大学学院要跟大家分享我们的成果。从过去成立的一间学院，1969年到今天，我们成功升格为拉曼理工大学、拉曼管理暨公益大学，全文，所以简称拉曼理工大学，这是我们非常重要的一个成果。从学院今天升格为大学，那么我们非常荣幸，成功，很荣幸呢，邀请我们的元首到来为我们的大学主持开幕。那么在11月9号早上，我们的元首将会在拉曼理工大学主持开幕典礼。所以今天我们特别召开一个这样的汇报会呢，让我们的马来西亚同胞们、马来西亚的国民来分享这个成果。OK， 我们的重点，我们的这个 拉曼理工大学的重点。在升格为大学过后，我们已经在过去跟大家分享我们有个10年的计划，怎样转型拉曼大学学院成为一间拉曼理工大学，那么怎样能够成为整个区域的人才的培训中心。So we actually very focused in the transformation of TARUC to TARUMT. We have outlined the whole of TARUC transformation in a roadmap, 10-year roadmap. So this roadmap outlines TARUMT to be future talent-proof development hub in this region, not only Malaysia. So this is the focus, our vision and mission in the next 10 years to transform the future. We have all the detail, we have the roadmap. I think maybe probably you should distribute the roadmap to them later on. Okay. Distribute so that they have the idea that we outline this roadmap, and we have actually going down the town hall meeting roadshow, going on roadshow to various states and meeting various organizations to explain our 10-year roadmap. So today focus, I would like to elaborate a bit on a very specific role of TARUMT, that we want to focus on skill training. We want to focus on bringing industry to the university and bringing the university to the industry. So in short, that means we want to train talent that the country needed, and we also want to ensure that our talent is actually contributing much to the development of the nation. Very must be relevant to nation building. That's what Country Law emphasized. How we ensure that our talent actually relevant to the time, the nation development. Example, in the 1960s, 1970s, we focus, college focus in accounting. We are very successful in training accountants. Then 80s, 90s, we move into computing, science, building, engineering. That is, you see, the time flows different. And now, 2022, this era, that we focus on digital, focus on big data, AI, and this is the needs of the nation. And TARUMT is here to offer our support to train talent for the nation. So one slogan that we want to use is one student, one industry. It doesn't mean that literally it's not one student will engage in one industry. It's not that. It means that the scope and magnitude of industry engagement is so enormous that every student in TARUC will be able to have industry, have to work with industry, at least one industry during their study here. They can actually engage and work with industry, at least when they study in TARUMT. So this is one of our focus. So we also realize that, Malaysia needs a lot of talents. Needs at least 45% of national workforce with high skill workforce. High skill, 45% high skill workforce. So at the moment, we only have about 29.6%, and we need more. We need more. Example, when we were in Penang earlier, the industry told us we need 50,000 engineers. In Penang alone, there are a lot of shortages of high skill workforce in Malaysia. So one of the role of TARUMT now, very focused on industry and make sure that we train the talent relevant to the needs of the nation. So, 我用中文简短的跟大家强调呢，就是说，我们怎样能够让拉曼理工大学培训这个符合我们国内的这个技职人才，符合这个时代的需求。从过去拉曼学院栽培很多这个会计师，很多这个建筑师，那个时代的需要。过后我们进入电脑，进入这个工程，那么今天我们进入了一个新的时代，数码经济的到来。所以拉曼理工大学也顺着时代的改变呢，扮演着一个重要角色，栽培现代这个时代所需要的这个员工，特别是高科技的员工，高科技的这个人才。我也要强调呢，马来西亚目前需要至少45%的高科技员工。我们的这个这个所谓的 workforce 需要呢很多高科技的这个人才。目前我们大概只有29.6%的这个高科技员工，所以我们还有很多空间呢，必须全面栽培这个高科技员工人才。那么拉曼理工大学能够在这个领域呢扮演着重要的角色。我也最后强调的是呢，我们在过去我们训练了很多的人才都是高质量很多我们是高质量的毕业生，他们在这个会计在很多技术领域成功为各领域呢做出非常重大的贡献。我们有很多的例子，都是大家可以看到拉曼学院的学生今天呢如何的回馈社会在各领域里头。所以我们相信呢，未来我们会栽培更多这些领域的这个专才。So we have a list of students, excellent alumni, which we pass it to you. That is a good example why I say that Thai college in the past succeeded in training a lot of talent, contributing to our nation building. So 我简要的再跟大家强调是呢，拉曼理工大学我们要推动学生们的这个学习环境跟成长，栽培最专业的这个人才呢。我一开始是提到了把这个企业带入大学，把大学跟企业一起配合，这个双向的。那么所以呢，我们在拉曼理工大学就成立了一个 SME 中心，中小型企业中心。那么这个中心扮演什么角色呢？扮演非常重要的角色。这个中心它不是普通的这个中心这个中心呢是要确保我们能够为中小型和微型企业呢提供服务的一个中心。比如说我们可以让中小型企业呢利用我们理工的实验室和设备进行概念的这个概念设计研究，或者来推动各种设施的平台和研发的这个工作。我们可以提供，因为我们有这个设备，我们有实验室，我们有很多的这个空间，能够让中小型企业用我们的空间。 第二呢，我们也能够来自我们这么多研究人员啊，我们的这个职员啊，我们的这个教授啊，那么来提供这些服务给他们，提供这些服务给我们的这些这些工业啊，这些企业啊，我们可以给他们这个服务。第三呢，我们能够建立一个繁荣的生态体系呢，以提供网络分享想法、人脉联系资源和专业的知识等等。在这个中小型企业，它是一个 one stop center， 我们能够提供很多资讯给我们的这些企业。接下来我们也当然有很多空间能够做展览会啊、博览会啊，推动各项的活动，跟企业们一起来办活动，都可以在我们的大学内。我们也能够提供各种研究经费，联合这个合资跟企业合资呢，来推动各种研究的项目。因为你要做研究要有很多经费啊，那么这个也能够提供这种项目。那么更重要的呢，我们能够建立了这样的一个合作基础，能够解决我们企业在各领域所面对的问题。所以我们深信呢，这个 SME 中心、中小企业中心，它将会扮演着非常重要的角色来帮助我们中小型企业的成长。那么我们特别希望呢，拉曼理工在推动这个提升企业的这个工作呢，能够获得我们企业们的全面的配合。目前我们跟企业大概有1000多间的企业的合作关系。我们的目标是希望到2030年，我们能够达到1万家的企业的这个合作关系。这个很重要，就是说一个方向，我们呢全面扩大我们的合作基础。我们在过去我们已经成功跟1000多间的这个企业合作了。那么接着下来，我们加倍努力，因为有些基层大学我们有更多的这个设备、更多的空间、更多的资源，来协助我们的企业来发展我们的这个栽培我们的人才。所以在过去我一直强调说拉曼的成长华社人民给我们很多支持。今天我们成为拉曼理工大学后呢，我们也希望能够回馈来帮助我们的企业，帮助我们的人民，帮助我们的国家。那么这是一个非常重要的一个起点。我一直强调拉曼理工大学真的是我们华社的一个资产，是我们整个国家的智库，它很重要，它是我们的智库，怎样善用这个智库，怎样来善用这个资产。那么我们要跟我们的企业界配合，跟我们的华社人民一起配合来推动这个领域的这个成长，我们国家的这个发展。这就是我要强调的。今天呢，跟我在一起的有3岁陈广才是我们的校友会的委员会主席，3岁刘元明是我们的信托基金委员会的成员，也是我们的校友。3岁还是我们的校友，我们对呢这个拉曼非常的深爱，非常的这个积极来推动呢拉曼理工大学未来的这个发展。所以我用这个开场白跟大家这个一个概念。那么接着下来3岁广才、3岁元明，那么他们也会给大家更多的补充。谢谢。
Thank you, 3岁廖3岁元明, Prof. members from the university, members from the media. Very good morning and thank you for coming. I want to say some things from the perspective of the Alumni Council. The Alumni Council of TAR UMT has been established since last year 2022 during the height of pandemic. Yeah. So I think this is very timely. As you are aware, our college and now university has been established for 53 years. And in 53 years, we have produced close to 300,000 students. And I think this is a number which is big enough for us to get them networked, get them organized, and tap into the resources, and for them to come and give back to the alma mater. I think this is a very long established tradition in the Western universities. I always put Harvard, Princeton, Yale, MIT, Stanford, and all that. I think that according to what they are today, I think the alumnus, the old boys, have played incredible role, and they have contributed substantially, incredibly, to the growth of the alma mater over the years. So after 53 years, I think the university thinks that it is time for us to call back the old boys who have benefited so much from our formative years during our young age, in our alma mater. That's why there's a background of the formation of the Alumni Council. And the Alumni Council, we have 6 to 7, actually 6 still active, very active alumni association, so under the umbrella of the Alumni Council. So we were formed in 1969. So now, after 53 years, so the first graduate left the university, say at the age of 23. So he should be at least 73 years. So the 300,000 of old boys ranging from, let's say, 23 years age to 73 years. So this is a pool of talents that I think ready for us to call back to serve the alma mater. A pool of talents that are ready for us to call back to help further grow the university from an already very strong foundation, very strong platform, especially now with the formation, upgrading of the university at the University College to a full-fledged university. We have, since the inception of the Alumni Council, we have started a few projects. I just want to stress on one and plus one later on. As we have, as you're aware, from the very humble beginning of Taruc College till now, we have students from all walks of life, and many of them are from very humble origin, very humble family background, including myself. So we came to KL. We need a lot of help. So against this background, Taruc College and now Taruc UMC has established something like, I recall, student loan fund since 1979. So over the past 43 years, since 1979, we have established 53 student loan funds. We have got well-wishers. We have those who are very concerned about the university and the students' welfare have come forward to start loan to the needy students for them to be able to have a better situation to finish their study in the university. And I must proudly say many of these student loan funds are donated by our old boys, And over the past 43 years, a total sum of 52 million has been dispersed.
It is 55.4.
55.4 million. So we had I was told 52, now 55. 55 million have been dispersed to the needy students. And I must say our students are so disciplined, very responsible. 90%, close to 100% of them, they repay the fund without interest. So the Alumni Council appoint that time to grow this student loan fund. So we have decided to hold a big gathering sometime early next year, reaching out to all our old boys, ask them to come back and help grow the student loan fund. So our target is at least 100. From 53, we want to grow it to at least 100 student loan funds. So since this idea has been thrown out to our alumni, our old boys, the response has been very overwhelming and very encouraging. So I think this is one way. I'm very thankful to all my fellow Tarshians. We always say once Tarshian, forever Tarshian. So this is one tradition, one spirit, always exists among the Tarshians. So with the help of Council Chairman and the management, I am pretty confident that this target can be reached, hopefully by first quarter of next year. The next one I'm prepared to also bring up to the Alumni Council is to establish a very orderly network among the 300,000 old boys for them to, other than donating to form the various student loan funds, we want to form a pool of resources. Because 300,000 aging from 23 to 73 or 74, 75, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm sure you are 27. So I'm 67. Going to be 68. I'm 1974, 75. The 5th year of the college. So I joined the college. So it's a big pool of resources, talents to be tapped into. So we are going to find a way to orderly network them, and then set up different by segments, by industry, to know where are they. So we will try to work closely with the management of the university, with the council, so that they can come back and assist the university, not only giving donation, to play advisory role in various departments, various fields, or to accept, we have a lot of leaders in the industry to accept students for the internship, and even our academic staff to do their sabbatical in the industry instead of going to another institute of higher learning. I think there's a trend now. They're doing sabbatical in the industries. We can introduce a system of appointed adjunct professors, for them to come back and give lectures in their various specialized field to the student. I think that their experience in the industry, it is very valuable, very valuable. Like I'm also teaching now. I'm an adjunct professor in the University of Malaya, Chinese Studies Department. I taught Hong Lo Mong, you see. That's my specialized field. The dream of the rich. I think this is one way we can plow a lot of this talent back to the university, or to invite them to fund research projects, to also set up fund for chairs, you see, the chairs, to invite very prominent professors and experts to come to the campus to teach, to carry out research, so on and so forth, and publication. So this is another big project I am going to introduce via our alumni council, so that we bring back this big pool of talents to come back to the campus to help us in the implementation of the 10-year roadmap and the way forward. So I am confident with the support from everybody sitting here. I became very good support from Prof. Lee, from Jung Kyung Lai, from Professor Dr. Cho, from Tan Sri Yambing. So I think I believe we can do quite a lot while we are moving on. So thank you.
Thanks. I'd like to invite Tan Sri Lau to say a few words. Tan Sri Lau, please.
Actually, what has been said, quite a lot of it. Only thing I want to say is, if ever I need to say is, we are actually, no doubt, we are an important institution in the nation building, especially in the earlier days. As everyone knows, we just now, as Sri Chan also said, we started in 1969, right? So thereafter, up to now, 50 over years. Many of our alumni came from very poor background, family background especially. And then during those days, there are not many institutions of higher learning in the country. To go into university is not an easy thing. Not only money, but also more important is the number of seats available, the number of vacancies available for students were very limited. So we were all very fortunate that at that time MCA did take the initiative to start this college. After so many years, 50 over years now, there's no need to elaborate further how important is this institution has contributed to the nation building effort, especially in the 80s, 90s, where there were huge demand of skilled resources in the form of financial, accountancy, buildings. Those days, at that time, when the nation really need a lot of manpower, and this is one of the few institutions in this country where we really produce the graduates for the needs of the industry. And that period has passed, and we have actually done our part. As what we had Tan Sri Liao also Tan Sri Chan said. So moving to the next era, we need to change with times. That's why our emphasis also has changed. So much so that today we come out with a slogan of one student, one industry. what is one student, one industry. Just now, I think probably already talked about it. Let it be not misunderstood. The whole idea is to train out students who are more relevant to the changing development of the national building, of the nation building. So this is our task. And we know that we need to be like that. We need to be dynamic to change. And we are changing. And then in the course of changing, we need the support of the community. Community support is extremely important to us. And all these years, we got the community support. We thank them for the support. But going forward, we need them to continue to support us. This is very, very important. And so with one big difference now is that we got 300,000 alumni behind us. Right? So by harnessing the resources of these 300,000, whether they are young or old, if we can effectively bring them in to help the UMT, this is Likom Tasye, I think we are poised to grow very, very fast in the next decade. We are confident about it. We need the support of the community. We need the support of alumni to come and help us. Right? So talking about this, I also need to take this opportunity to impress upon this point. That despite being in existence for 50 over years, the community, whether Chinese or Malay or Indian, there is still a lot of confusion between what is Tar College, what is UTAR, and now we are moving into UMT. So please, I really sincerely appeal to the media to really help us on this. Right? So afterwards, maybe you better go through this and let the media really put it right. Because even parents are also confused. 我的孩子到底是去读拉曼大学还是拉曼学院呢？是什么？到底你们有多少间？ So we are moving into UMT now, Likom Tasye. Hopefully it's clearer. But despite that, I still believe there will be many parents, or even for that matter, maybe our earlier alumni, they also got confused because in the earlier days, university Utah only came in 2002. But this institution started in 1969. So even our own alumni also, the earlier years, confused. Right? I hope the new students who are here are not confused. And I'm not sure whether they are confused or not. So with this, I think I will end this part. Please get it straightened out, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Tan Sri Lam. From Nick, say a few words.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tan Sri Chairman. I want to move the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm the president of TAR UMT and TAR UC, of course, then later TAR UMT. And I'm very clear about the difference between UTAR and TAR UC because I work in both institutions before, and I also have to do a lot of explanations over the years. It is true the public is still very confused, but I think over the years it actually improved. Right? I think most of the parents nowadays, they know their children are studying in which institutions. I joined TAR UC in 2018. So when I first came in, the thing that I asked myself is what is the next for the institutions? So what is actually in front of me the immediate one I thought that I should actually go for it is actually the upgrade. I think a lot of the stakeholders, including our alumni, were expecting that to happen soon as possible. And today, as what Tan Sri Chairman just now mentioned, that we're going to be officially launch the TARUMT. So this is a milestone for all of us, including the management team of TARUC. And of course, after the upgrade, what is next? These are the questions that people will ask. And for the past 2 years, even before the pandemic, we have actually started to sit down and then discuss, do a lot of brainstorming with all our stakeholders, including the alumni as well, on the roadmap that we have already launched. Right? I'm sure that all of you are aware of that. So this is just come in quite timely, in line with the upgrade, and it also outlined the directions for the institutions for the next 10 years up to 2030. I think just now, Tan Sri Chairman already mentioned that in the master plan or the roadmap that we have for the next 10 years, our focus will be actually on the industry, on the stakeholders. So in the past, we have been doing, I would say, quite well, relatively well in terms of producing the talents, especially very practical and relevant to the industry. But I think moving forward, it is not just about talent development. It's also about other types of supports and helps that we can actually provide to the industry and also to the community. So we will be widening the scope of our collaborations and cooperation with the industry, besides the providing the talent. So as mentioned just now, we will be working with a lot of SMEs in terms of providing the facility, providing on-job trainings, and providing or even engaging them to give us input on the curriculum and development of the courses that we have, etc., etc. So, and we have come up with this concept of one student, one industry. So we want to make sure that in the next 10 years, in the coming 10 years, we will be able to increase the number of industry players that work with us to 10,000 as a target for 2030. So to do that, we will have to intensify our reach out to the industry and expand the network. And we are targeting that every program of TARUMT will have, regardless of the discipline of study or level of study, we will have at least some industry players engaged in the program. All the final year projects, student projects, thesis, dissertations will be industry focused. And the research topics that we are going to work on for postgraduate and our research projects will be focused on industry or industry related. Every program will also have at least one industry partner in terms of helping us to review the curriculum from time to time, giving us the input in terms of updating the program content, etc. Every program will also involve exchange of knowledge with the industry by engaging them to come in and share their experience with our students, and also maybe also involved in team teaching together with academic staff in the university. And every student also will have to complete an industry assignment in their study, in their program. And club and society of the universities, the students will also be involved in engagement with the industry and community for their activities. And lastly, we also will be engaging very closely with the associations, the the industry associations, Chamber of Commerce, and etc. So these are initiatives that we are taking right now to fulfill our goal of working together with 10,000 industry players by 2030. And by doing this, we hope that this will give exposure to our students so that they will be able to acquire all the skill set, especially we're talking about the soft skills, the so-called 21st century skill set, for them to be ready for their career in the future. So this is the main focus of our 10-year roadmap. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Prof. 我们中文报的我们对不起啊，我们给这个中文版，这个是Google的对照的。
Actually, so this properly translated 的，
对吧？
不是 Google translate，
不是啊，
不是，我们的
但有一个
有错误啊。
One student one industry 啊，不是产生的错误。看到吗？那个 one student one industry。那个应该是学生与企业培训计划，要简单一点吧，要写的太过。学生与企业培训计划，或者是因为我们这个 one student one industry in English also it's not literally that mean
It doesn't mean that way.
It doesn't mean that way 的意思，它是一个口号，它一个起点，让我们跟企业来配合，让每个学生有机会与企业一起工作。我们是一起来探讨怎样能够符合企业的要求，在各领域。所以我公开给报界朋友any question from the floor, then you can ask us so that make it clearer what we want to add, what we want to talk about. Just now I might miss the Chinese. I just mentioned the Mandarin, but English I might miss out. But more important is talking about SME Center, how you see the future using this center to help the industry, provide laboratory, provide R&D, provide. That's what Prof has mentioned just now. And our collaborator now with the industry is about 1,000 plus. So now we targeted by 2030, we may reach about 10,000 industries and collaborators with us. That will be, we have about 30,000 students, so at least we have a chance to get every student to be exposed to all the industries. Yeah, please, yeah. Please. Oh, okay. You are in Penang, huh?
I was in Penang.
Okay.
Now medication and
Oh.
it's a different. Anyway, just a few questions to ask. One on multidisciplinary research. I know it's very new because we are only just upgrading on the Northern Line, but do we already have plans? Because I think Pastor mentioned about all the international students like Harvard. Do we even have plans on multidisciplinary research collaboration with international universities? That's one. The other thing that I wanted to ask was to follow up on Tan's statement just now about the confusion between UTA and IUC now. So if I want to ask her, it would be so bold as to ask the main point of differentiation. Of course, when we write it, we're not going to talk about UTA. It's just that it's something that we can stress on for now. Say this is how we distinguish ourselves from everybody else out there. So perhaps the one statement thing would be great. So also employability rate target. Just now students are also looking at that. How employable are the students at the end of the day? Do we even have the target for IUMP? My final question, lifelong learning, because I think the pandemic showed us that regardless of your age, you still need to upgrade and continuously study, whether it's microcredit, whether it's one course or whatever you need to upgrade. So I was wondering if IUMP has plans to focus on that group of students from the older group, like Mila. So, yeah.
Thank you for very good question. Direct to the point. I just want to mention that the difference between UNT and Utah. We are both universities now, full-fledged universities. Our college was set up earlier, in 1969. We set up as a college. So we wanted to upgrade the college long ago. But you see, it's not easy to upgrade a college into a full-fledged university. It takes time. You know, the lecturers, and also the facilities, it takes time to fill up. So in year 22, then President Tung said, we do it a fast way. Just set up a new university. You know, instead of waiting for this college to mature and upgrade it to the university. But our intention definitely is to make sure that this college one day, at one point, will become a full-fledged university. So that is the whole process. But in 2002, we formed a university called Raman, Utah. So at that time, we know we have one college, one university. So at that time, people still can differentiate a college and university. So the role of the main difference is that Utah will be more on academic, will be more on what we call research. Is a private university, whereas Star College is a semi-government university college. You know? We had a government sponsor one-to-one in terms of the operating and also development costs. So we are very focused in terms of vocational training. You know, vocational training, we train talent in terms of skill, builders, surveyors, accountants. These are our very focused on work, professional works, you know, professional cert. So we have actually moved on from there. What country Laos said just now, we have moved from there, and now even then, now we are fully upgraded to become a UNT. We are still also very focused on vocational and skill training. That's why you say when you talk about one student, one industry. We are also very focused on talent development for industry. So that's why we don't have medical courses here. We don't have, you know, we don't have law degree here because we leave it to Utah where they can actually focus on others, so that we are not actually competing, but we are complementing the needs of the nation. You know, R&D, and they can also do, but our R&D is very specific on solving problem for the industry. You know, our R&D is actually helping the industry to solve problems, and we managed to do that, and we got a lot of support from the industry. So that is the main difference.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I give you a bit more info. You see, in the early days, especially in the 60s, even early 70s, after May 20, with the university we were talking at that time, it was more MU, University of Malaya, which was established much later. The second university that came about was USM, UKM, right? That is already in the 70s, early 70s. And even then, the number of seats, the number of openings for the students who go to these universities actually not easy. Many students did not have a chance to study Form 6. At the time, go to university, you need Form 6. And how many Form 6 classes you have in the whole country? I just give you one example. In Terengganu, there was only one secondary school, sometimes one secondary school at Form 6 for the whole of the country. So same thing with many other the States. So difficult, not to mention the quality of the student at the time, where they do not have kind of opportunities they go tuition, this, that, so that they can get good result in MCE. After that, they can HSC to enter the university. Right? So, living in that kind of conditions, plus poverty among many students, right? Those from new villages, small towns, very hard. It's not easy. Really not easy. Not like today, so easy that even secondary school student can even pay a visit to London. Those days, from Terengganu to come to KL itself, only, in my case, after Form 3, only I got a chance to come out of the state. Even then, to pay 100 ringgit, to pay for visiting West Coast at the time, it was so difficult. Right? My mother had to pawn her only ring to get 100 ringgit to pay to join the tour. You know? That kind of situation at the time. So when the MCA leaders at the time, like it or not, very far-sighted. They were really dedicated. They really went all out to see how to help the country, also how to help the community to progress in this respect. So hence the coming of TAR College. So when we came in, when TAR College first, the first thing is School of Pre-University Studies, conducting HSC courses, of which Tan Sri Chan Panchai was one. And those days, to go for Form 6, you need to have English credit, Bahasa, at that time, Bahasa only a bit later, but English credit is not easy. So, and then the number of seats is so limited. So where else to go? Nowhere, I tell you. So the moment our college came in, Form 6 courses, you see all over the country. Students coming in want to have a place in to study Form 6. That time Form 6 2 years, right? Over 6. And the founders at that time, together with so many supporters at that time, they went all out to help the college. One typical person of the late Dr. Kambi, if you read this book, and a book written on him, right? That person, he was helping the college to get the government schools to borrow premises, classes for TAR College to conduct courses. That's why from that at that time you see people like Tan Sri Chan study in where?
Cheras Secondary School.
Cheras Secondary School. Some were in Cochrane. Some were in
Catholic High School, Confucius, Maxwell.
So, all over Kuala Lumpur actually, so-called the floating campuses. That was the start. Similarly, the second school was School of Business Studies, started in 1971, of which I was the first batch. At that time, to study accountancy, it was very difficult. MU has got a Bachelor of Economics in Accounting, but not professional course. So, the far-sighted founders started the School of Business Studies, conducting courses in accountancy, company secretary. So this then attracted students to study these professional courses. But in order to get recognition, sorry, I'm explaining this for the first time in such a video. To study professional courses at that time, practically you don't know where to go, except Mara. Mara did conduct ACCA course. So I already started ACCA. And the head of school at that time, the late Chong was so daring, going against all odds. Tell the student, you must take 2 professional courses. 2 professional courses at the same time, plus 1 internal diploma course. The syllabus of the internal diploma is actually adding up together the syllabus of ACCA plus Chartered Secretary. 2 together become the syllabus of diploma in commerce. Right? But after we graduated, the diploma in commerce was not a recognized diploma. To get government to recognize this process, long process. But they were so far-sighted to say that, yes, you sit for 3 degrees or courses at a time, right? But the focus was more on professional courses. And these professional courses are UK based. It was already automatically recognized by the government. ACCA recognition in the government service was equal to the honours degree. CIS, Chartered Institute of Secretary, ACIS, was equivalent to general degree. And diploma in commerce was not recognized. So you see, when we, the first batch of students were to study, we were put in the pressure. Every 6 months, we have to sit for 3 exams, 2 external, 1 internal. But fortunately, these earlier batches of students, they did so well, so much so that they passed professional exam. Almost, you can say that many of them passed quitting when they are in the college. And many of them also passed after they leave the college. So that really, at that time, really wake up the whole country in terms of professional courses. It was proven for the first time in the nation that Malaysian students, if given the opportunity, can do very well. And many of our students receive prizes. So that really changed the scenario. And that also was one of the reasons that internal diploma, whether you get it or not important. Not important, right? Because the focus was more on professional courses. And we did very well on professional courses. So this tradition and record has been going on. 70s, go to 80s, all these. So that was the first part. Right? So because of the success in the accountancy field, then there is another group within the administration and within the community at the time. They say, why not we also go for technical courses? So that is where the School of Technology started. So the School of Technology started at that time was more on building courses focus. They concentrate on building courses because Malaysia at that time was on the verge of development. So we need many builders, we need surveyors, we need building technicians.
Material.
So that's why this School of Technology, they also have got diploma in building, professional diploma in building, but the student were forced to sit for external course, Chartered Institute of Building course. Okay? So students also did very well in these professional courses. So as time goes by, then after that, we got for the academic part, those who want to study chemistry, right? Then we had training with American University, Campbell University. So then they sit for Campbell University degree, which was already recognized anyway. So at that time, our own diploma were of lower quality. Yeah. So at the same time, the industry also accepts us very well that those who are from TAR College, they are actually professional in their own way. They are internationally recognized. So their value is there. So to be fair, actually at that time, students did not care about whether diploma from the college are recognized. They don't care because they don't. In fact, many of them finished the professional courses and didn't finish the diploma course. So this thing has been going on for years, and also that was why also the need to be a university was not urgent. Right? I think the leaders found that there is no hurry in the sense. Right? But we have to admit that we have served the 70s, 80s, even 90s. Then after that, the country also grew. Then the call for why not we have our own university came in. Right? Then we talk about that time the student thinking also is mindset also different compared to the 70s, 80s. Then we have, because of that, MCA leaders thought that it also coincide with the government, the passing of the act, Private University Act. So when Private University Act came into being, right? So private university you can only establish by through invitation, not that you apply, right? So at that time, the leaders, our leaders, also, I would say, very smart. Of course, we could have, the leaders at that time could have said, just convert this into a university, right? Which at that time there was a chance to do it. But our leaders at that time thought that because we were so good professionally, we were so well recognized internationally, and the value for our students is there, we should keep this. And then we, because of that, and then took the opportunity of the Education Act, the change in Education Act, allowing for the setting up private university, whereby you can have a university beside a college. So hence the establishment of university, right? Of course, the setting up of university to Utah was more on degree courses, right? So from then they have developed. Of course, if you ask me, I would love, and I think I am seeing this happening. Yeah? We want this institution, the original TAR College, to be a professional, a university focused on professional courses. Right? That's why we are today named as University of Management UMT. So our focus is on management. So Utah, they are doing very well. Now they are moving towards medical now, the medical hospital even. So, and they are moving more towards academic courses. Of course, there are courses which overlap. That is quite natural. But in the longer run, if you ask me, I would like to see that we excel in the management and technology. Utah excel in academic research and other courses which do not clash with us. So, I mean, yes, I thought I better take this opportunity to say it out again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tan Sri Lau. Thanks. Actually, Tan Sri Lau actually partly explained your next question on employability. Because of our degree, our diploma is professionally accredited. So it's all step up. There is no problem with employability. Probably you can explain more employability.
I think on employability, the track record so far, I would say is relatively good. Our students overall, the employability is about 90%, around 90%. In the case
So
of
90% within how long?
within 6 months after graduation. For some programs, it's even higher. Like I think right now, IT graduates are very hot now. So our IT graduates are, I think above 95% already right now. And also based on the survey done by MDEC last year, our graduates are among the top earners for the starting pay for IT graduates. So in general, our graduates are well received by the industry. So of course, there's a lot more for us to work on to maintain that.
Sorry, I didn't get the first question.
That one on the multidisciplinary research.
Multidisciplinary.
Okay, maybe please. So when we say that we want to focus on industry, so a lot of these research topics that we're going to work on, or we are currently working on right now, actually by nature is multidisciplinary because it is based on the problem industry. So usually this problem requires different expertise and discipline of study to be involved. Of course, some of our research projects are also involving overseas partners as well. Okay, so depending on the nature of the project, we do have overseas partners, including the universities of other countries.
Okay, any more questions? Yeah.
So I want to ask, who leads the SME Center and has the SME Center started to engage with any SME association for collaborations on business program? 所以是想问一下关于这个新成立的中小企业中心，想请问现在这个公司是由谁去领导？目前这个中心有没有初步和任何的这个中小企业开始一些接洽？
我们的概念呢是一个全方位的概念。我们不只是在整个中小型中心的这个在框架方面，甚至在它的设计上或者是它的空间，我们都已经在要建一个中心是说，所以整个操作呢，我交给probably 会跟我们详细的解释我们 SME 中心的这个操作。
我们这个 SME 中心呢，现在我们有一个director Steven 庄，待会会给你那个名字。那我们因为是这样的，你做这个 SME 的这个SME 中心呢，其实很重要的一环呢就是人脉关系。然后这个整个 network the whole network I think we have already started to reach out to SME including the associations, the Chamber of Commerce in various states and so on. So we have actually started already to reach out to them, and we also have actually formed the official partnership with them by MOU and so on. So we are working on it right now, and that will increase the industry partners that we are going to have. Right. So because different companies have different needs, so we have to really tailor for their specific needs. And we know that SME normally they don't have much resources. So when we work with them, we have to be very, very cost effective. Right? Sometimes in many of these collaborations, virtually they can't give you any financial resources to start. So we even have to actually work together with them to seek for any kind of financial support, even for government. Right? Some of the funding scheme under the ministry. So it's very challenging. It's not easy, but we are committed to it. Right? So we are building that network at the moment now, and hopefully in 2 years' time, when our center is ready, we will be able to provide more space for us to work with them in terms of, as what we mentioned just now, trainings, the
Incubator,
yeah, and etc. But for the time being, whatever facility, equipments that we have in our lab, in our campuses, we are open to them. Yeah, and we already started to engage some of them already. Some of them will bring their products to us to do testing, to do verifications. Maybe Dr. Look, you want to highlight on that?
Yeah, I would like to add for the past few months, since this SME center set up in March this year, we have already signed up more than 30 MOU agreements with the companies. And actually, the companies already brought in quite a number of competitors, including the market survey project and some of the more, with technology and scientific kind of research project. We already started with a few companies. This is one of the amazing achievements that we have. We just set up just less than about 7 months.
我们中心的这个办公室在2020年就完成，等于进口的时候在建筑右手边。还有，我们还是已经
开始了，
我们不等做，那个是我们现在可以操作。还有吗？来。
Just now you mentioned that the university would like to make an impact regionally. So is there any collaboration with regional partners or even internationally?
Oh yes. I mean, it's important that we have international collaborations. We are now very ASEAN focused. We want to expand our network within ASEAN region, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam. We are all closely related. We work with many universities in these two countries. At the same time, also we work closely with China universities and other parts of the world. We still collaborate. So one of the important things once we upgraded is to have more international students coming to Taruc. So with a number of international students, we'll be able to also generate more revenue for the university. Because as you know that we provide affordable fees to our students, quality but affordable fees. So we need a lot of international student support to generate some revenue. At the same time, also we also want to expose our students internationally as well. So we collaborate with international university. We also send our students overseas, and other international students also coming in. We have a lot of student exchange program. We have lectures exchange program, and we are also a lot of workshop seminars organized internationally. Maybe on the anyone?
Okay. The student mobility is our focus all the while. Because now with the RUMT, we will intensify that effort as well. Our focus will be actually at this region, Southeast Asia. So we have already established quite a number of collaborations with foreign institutions in all kinds of combination, 2+2, 3+1 or whatever combination. Basically, the whole idea is to actually allow or give opportunity to our students and also to their students to have this kind of exposures in other countries. So like for example, we have students from Indonesia where they study 2 years in their own home institution and then another 2 years in RUMT. So that kind of arrangement is we have established quite a number already, and we are also franchising our program to some of our foreign partners as well. Right? So like for example, our diploma program, right? We have already working on the possible franchising to universities in Nepal, right, for example, and also Myanmar as well, and Dubai as well. So mostly these are regional within South Asia and Southeast Asia. Right. I think moving forward, that is the way for all of us, including especially for our own students, because we also want to encourage the students to go overseas to have their kind of exposure. And I think another example that we have is that we always try to provide a very cost-effective way of letting our students have this kind of international exposure. Like for example, in the past we have Campbell, we've arranged with Campbell such a way that our students can actually get the foreign degree fully in the campus here, or if they want, they can go there for a couple of months of attachment with the institution. And we've done that with UK universities as well so far. And we have one which is on the hospitality, which that we can even send our students to Switzerland. And we talk about Switzerland, we always think that's very costly, but the way we arrange it is such that the students basically, when they go there, whatever expenses incur is actually self-sustained in the sense that the students will also be given opportunity to work 6-month internship, and they get their salary, and that salary pay for their study there. So it's basically self-finance. So this kind of arrangement is always what we look for, right? To make it very affordable to our students. As you know, our students come from middle and low income family. So we don't want to. We hope that they will also get the kind of opportunity like others who can afford for higher fees and so on. So this is always our objective.
We missed a question from you on lifelong learning. Actually, we started lifelong learning long ago. We have a center of continuing and professional education. We call it CPE, continuing and professional education. It's lifelong learning. We provide short courses for anybody who wanted to come in to learn something. We have this center for them. So this year alone, we already provided, organized more than 40 short courses for the public. It's open to public. So we hope we can do more. And furthermore, the government also encourages now to provide micro-credential. So what you mean by micro-credential program is that you attend all these short courses, you accumulate the credit, then you add up all together, then you become a complete set of credit that you can earn the diploma, or you can earn a degree if you have enough credit for that. So that is the advantage of continuous learning, and we encourage that. Okay, any more? I think we covered quite a big areas. Those who have here we have more info, a lot of detailed info that we didn't talk to you, but it's all in here. You can look at it, and if you still have doubt, please call it. You can call Profi, you can call me, you can call Country Gong Choi, you know. We are here, we are glad to answer your question. We this week give them I need you all to have a look at our 10-year roadmap, please.
You want us to take photograph? Yes.
Okay.
There. Oh, okay.
So we are targeting. Oh, there. Okay, we do not want the. Okay. There, something Nasi again. We want Nasi. Now, how do we use it?
这我们去拍一张。拍那个。
这边开了。可以。非洲的连锁So this one, one of these, one of these. All this, really, I hope you all can make this. Lot of very we were to monitor your communication.
刚有 send the back 靠近点哦 OK 知道吗谢谢 OK 可以吗这样
他愿意来
跟那个roadmap
The roadmap.
Okay. 好，这样 OK。OK。
他远离啊，他。
OK，
来，请我们来方面坐这里，来。 我安排时间给那个我会特别的记者，特别的记者。
讲了这个，其他人他们就不等了哦。
10点。
这个是9号登的，不是明天登的，他这个是明天登的，今晚就登了咯。
可能我们大家对法没有了，然后针对7天前马华总会长他宣布的东西，因为马华总会长他宣布代表马华亲生嘛，所以我们希望可以得到你这里的一些回应，就这一期就好，因为不是你宣布嘛，是马华总会长宣布，所以我们一直以来我们在那个市场
不要这样，因为其实这个就不要。所以让我回应的话，并不能够
for education
当然可以听取各方面的好吗？迟一点。
所以你今天是完全。
今天是纯去拉曼大学，拉曼理工大学。
这里没有时间要讨论一下那个，
好吧，我要离开，所以你看我的脸书，
我有一些时间，给大家现在给你很多
给我一点时间，因为我也需要一点知道。好吧。
改天了，
请问我们可以
说2天，我跟你
安排一个时间来。
跟到的抓起来团
啊，1点半有一个，
这样就变成人家就很
我遇见了。
对，我知道了 ，OK 了，我跟你讲，最终是我们决定。
我还是觉得在校外比较好。
老师这样讲。
我感觉是他们 valuation 那边是要把那个他的 annual dinner 把它推出去，不要给他参与这个。
不对了，
我觉得不对了，
这种想法不对，不对。什么时代了要考这种？
对，怀疑是 market 在后面。
我觉得不要责任。
这个我拿走。
好，新洲百科的观众朋友们，大家中午好。那刚才呢，就是这个有关学校有关这个拉曼理工大学就是升格的一些事情。那其中呢，就包括刚才就是廖中莱的刚才也有提到的一些点呢，就是其中的方针呢，就是要培养与时俱进的人才，那就是要符合时代的需求了。他也举出一些例子说，1960年就是要着重会计，1980年就是电子工程还有这些应该是说电脑还有工程的技术。那现在呢，就是电子科技还有人工智能了。那他也有提出说，马来西亚呢其实是需要45%高科技领域的人才。那目前呢，其实 只有是29.6%，那表示说还有很多空间，那可以继续继续栽培相关的人才，以迎合时代的要求。那另外一方面呢，就是为了要推动学生的学习环境还有成长，那学校方面呢是希望可以把这个企业带入大学相互配合，那所以就成立了这个 SME 中小型企业中心，以推动研发工作，那把这些科研人员带进来，提供服务给这些企业，而且也可以就是提供人脉资源等等，那提供资源这个研究经费和企业合作推动研究。那目标呢是在2030年达到和1万家企业合作，扩大这个合作的基础。那无论如何呢，刚才呢是有关就是大选的事情，那其实因为场合的关系，那廖中来本人呢他也是说需要一些时间去整理，然后再给大家做出一个正式的回应。那无论如何有任何的消息跟进我们也会立刻向你报告的。那这一次的直播呢就暂时到这里结束了，那我们待会再见了，拜拜。
木来尼啦，家乡那边我通知他的企业他会来的，该跟踪的讲，他说他木来尼就看我们。10号